My name is John Larson. I'm a Legends designer. I was the lead designer on our newest Legend, Axel. I've been at Respawn for a little over 5 years, I guess, since Olympus and Horizon days.
I'm Casey O'Brien. I am a weapons designer, primarily focused on weapons metas for the last 2-3 years, something like that. So yeah, all things weapons for this season, and a little bit of systems is me.
My name is Conor Ford, otherwise known as Hideouts. I work on the anti-cheat team as senior security analyst. Been working on the game since before it came out as a contractor, then went full-time once it released. So I've been on the project for now 7 years.
Okay, I'll give you a quick overview of Axel's abilities. So, from the first slide, you can get a feel for the sense for passive. Drift gives you a boosted slide and increased lateral control, left to right. It's nice for carving down hills. Her tactical is sort of an extension of this behavior. Throw out the Nitro Gate. Anyone that steps on that will get sent into a boosted slide. So that's teammates, enemies, everyone has the same sort of effect. And that'll last for up to 5 seconds, or if you hit a wall and your speed naturally slows, then that effect will end. Obviously good for rotations, good for just taking angles in a fight. And then you get more creative with it defensively for resetting, or for, throw it in the doorway to deny space or slow down people pushing. So knocked players get the same effect. So this can be helpful for resetting. Throw it to a teammate, get them to safe cover, hit the revive. And then the last part of the kit gives her a bit of offensive potential. She can fire off one of the drones housed on her leg. It's called the Kickstart drone. And this will travel in a straight line until it locks onto an enemy, or I think it has a lifetime of 10 or 15 seconds. If it does lock onto a player, it will track them down until it closes the gap, and then it sends the target up into the air. Yeah, you become very vulnerable when you get booped up into the air for that long. So it can be used as a good opener, it can be used after some entry damage, sort of up to the player to get a feel for, the range with you use it from. I try to use it from mid-range after trying to do some damage. And then the upgrades, to touch on those, the level 2 upgrades, gain attack charge or an ult charge, depending on, what you so desire. I like the utility of Automata, so I take the ult charge a lot of time. And then the level 3 upgrades, we have Jump Gate and Sliding Shooter. So Jump Gate will upgrade the Slide Gate, or the Nitro Gate, into a gate that gives you a boosted jump. So that can be helpful for crossing a gap. It just gives you some more traversal options, opens that up a bit. And that's for anyone that takes the gate. And then Sliding Shooter gives you extra bullets when sliding and shooting. So essentially, you will pull ammo straight from inventory before pulling from the magazine during a slide. So while sliding, you can see there, pulling straight from inventory. You get up to half of a purple magazine worth of free ammo from that during a slide. If I can't hit the one clip, well, I get a little bit of help because I get more bullets for free. So that's, effectively gives you an extended mag while sliding. In a previous interview, I had people asking, well, doesn't Axel just make Octane irrelevant? Or I guess Octane, why would I ever pick Octane? Anytime we add movement to the game, we want to be very intentional about it. And, movement is an entire toolbox that we can source from, and there's different movement tools that you can use in different applications. And so Axel's is very much, built around lateral movement and sliding, and then some team-based movement with the gate. But she offers something very different from something like a Horizon, who's all about this sort of vertical swirliness. I think in gameplay, you know, in actuality, Axel kind of feels like a Octane Maggie hybrid in terms of what she can do with her attack and her ult, you know, but to be determined. I think she does feel unique from other movie characters, though. She is I guess, well, her two-word descriptors, she's a combat racer. She comes from a family of sort of motorcycle blood sport racing background. Her personality comes through as a sort of hyper-competitive, you know, always pushing the limits. Even that means modifying her body to give herself a competitive edge. The team did a good job just making her come to life. I think the voice actors did a great job. She's got a certain competitive drive where you feel like you screwed up if you're, you know, not keeping up with her, not performing to her standards. She's often the shot caller on the squad.